Our story for Peyton began at the 20-week ultrasound. We had had a normal pregnancy up till that point. And during the ultrasound, they discovered that I had placenta previa. Went through, had a normal pregnancy, and it was actually the night before we were set to have our final ultrasound at 32 weeks. Joel, Emerson, and I were sitting here watching TV, just a really normal day. Other than that day, I just felt incredibly tired at work all day, and I remember commenting to my coworkers, I'm not sure why, but I'm really tired. There was a commercial break, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and I was bleeding, and screamed at Joel and said, something's wrong, we have to get to the hospital. The bleeding was so bad that we had to go in and do an emergency C-section. And Peyton was born shortly before 9 o'clock. So all of this transpired in less than 2 hours. And it just was the scariest night of our life, and probably more so scary for Joel because I had to be knocked out in order for them to do the C-section. So I didn't know what was happening with Peyton because I was obviously knocked out. But Joel had to make some major decisions on what they were going to do with Peyton because she was having breathing complications immediately.
Katie said everything just happened so fast that I was really in shock until they took her away from me, and I was kind of there by myself trying to piece together what was going on.
One of the biggest decisions that Joel had to make, and it's important for premature babies, is that their umbilical line can be used to draw blood from and to do all of those things while they're in the NICU. And so it can be a risky decision to do it, but Joel made the decision to do that because I was still unconscious when they did it. Peyton was on what they consider a CPAP breathing unit, which was helping her breathe. The biggest thing about CPAP is that infants can't stay on it for an extended period of time. So she needed to respond on it. They wanted to see a response from her within 2 to 3 days that her lungs were developing and she was really starting to be able to breathe on her own. And so I remember on Saturday morning, one of our nurses that we just loved when we were there came in, and she could tell that it was really starting to get to me that I hadn't seen my daughter. She had been on the face of this earth for over 24 hours and I hadn't even laid eyes on her. And she just said, no matter what we do, we're getting you in there to see your daughter today. And you know, it helped. And I would just talk to her and say, you have to be strong. You have to fight for your life. And it's just so surreal. I mean, it's over 2 years ago, but I can remember every second of the first time I held Peyton very vividly. And it was scary, but Peyton was a fighter. You know, you could just tell that she was going to fight with everything that she had. So on Monday, Peyton just decided, I guess, that she wanted things to change, and she responded. And we were able to take her off of CPAP on Monday night, and it was just the best day ever. It was because we just thought, she's out of the woods. She's breathing, and she had room oxygen, you know, nasal oxygen, but other than that, she was truly breathing. I'm asking you with all of my heart to give money to the March of Dimes. Having one child that went full term and having one that went premature, it makes all the difference in the life if we can make every child go full term and be born healthy, and that is the goal of the March of Dimes.
No matter what kind of day you're having, when you come through those doors and they're screaming daddy, I mean, there's just, no matter what kind of day I'm having, it makes everything better.